Chrisean said, say I wasn't there one more time. Say I wasn't there on the side of the stage one more time. James was like, I'm telling you, we was calling you and you bop, 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 bop. I'm like, oh.
Girl, really?
Now this whole thing with Chrisean, James, Wright, Chanel, and Tamar Braxton is getting out of control. It's turning into one of those true Hollywood stories. Will we ever know what really happened that night? Now we got another eyewitness giving us his account of what happened between James Wright and Chrisean. This is Tamar Braxton's tour manager, okay? And here's what he had to say.
David, Mooney, Tamar in that room. I want to address the assault. It breaks my heart that we even have to go this route and even have to go back and forth on social media. For those that don't know, I am the tour manager for Tamar Braxton, the Love and War Tour. Tamar was trying to figure out why didn't Chrisean go out during the twerk session? And she's looking at me and I'm like, I don't know, like Chrisean, I don't know why she didn't go out. So Chrisean breaks down and starts crying. And I felt bad, and the Holy Ghost in me, because I it everywhere with me, I began to give her a hug and everything like that, because I like Chrisean. I like her. And, you know, and I was like, I don't want to see nobody with their feelings hurt, or I don't want nobody feeling some sort of way, because there was a big line of miscommunication that took place. So I began to try to comfort her and hug her and be like, no, don't cry, because it's not that, you know what I'm saying? Nobody was trying to, I don't want you to feel no sort of way. And this was just in the dressing room. And this was me, Chrisean, and Tamar. She felt embarrassed and she felt like, you know, that this is just like, that shouldn't happen to her, because, you know, she was just prepared to go out during the twerk session, and that time had come and she didn't go out. So Tamar is still asking, like, well, what happened? What happened? Why didn't she go out? And I'm like, I'm trying to figure out what happened too. So David and Mooney come in. They both do makeup. And we're all at this point talking about what happened. Tamar is saying, Mooney, what happened? Mooney was saying that Chrisean was not on the side of the stage and when it was time for the twerk part. Mooney is a choreographer and he also does makeup. Mooney was saying Chrisean was not on the side of the stage. So, like, well, what happened? Well, who was there? Who can, like, what? Everybody's screaming, what happened? At this point, Chrisean is like, yes, I was on the side of the stage. I was there. And I was like, okay. And I'm trying to calm everybody down. Just let's do this, a peaceful conversation, because Chrisean is upset. She's very upset. And I'm like, okay, I get it. Like, okay, let's calm down. Like, everybody, let's talk this thing out or whatever. And then a few more talking. And then James comes in the room. So at this point, it's me, Chrisean, David, Mooney, Tamar, James. James comes in the room and notices that Chrisean is upset. By the mirror, Chrisean is on the right-hand side. James is right next to her. He was consoling her. And I was literally right next to James. And Tamar asking James, well, what happened? Why didn't Chrisean go out there during the twerk session? And James said, we was looking for her on the side of the stage, and she was not on the side of the stage. And Chrisean got very upset, and she was like, I was on the side of the stage. I was there. Where else would I go, man? You lying. Like, that's cap. I was on the side of the stage. Like, I was there on the side of the stage. And James said, no, you wasn't. We called for you there. Chrisean said, say I wasn't there one more time. Say I wasn't there on the side of the stage one more time. James was like, I'm telling you, we was calling you and you bop, 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 bop. I'm like, oh, shit. Literally happened just like that. And here I am, like, this girl just hit this boy a couple of times with them big ass rings on her finger. And I'm just like, no, this is not happening. This is not happening. This is not. There were 28 security guards in that building that day from the Novo security team. 28. I went to the head of security at Novo and I asked them, I said, I need somebody to get up here right now. Somebody has just been assaulted. They asked me questions. They said, who? I said, James. I said, can you call the police? You know what Novo told me? Novo said they cannot call the police. I had to call the police. I went and called 911. You can call 911 are public records. You can call 911. You can check the records. Right after immediately happened, I called 911. It took the police over 2 hours to get to the Novo. I was not leaving until the police came. It took the police over 2 hours to get, it took them over 2 hours to get to the Novo. The police did come. A police report was reported. This whole incident is horrific. It's crazy. And then for everybody to jump online to say something about Tamar is wild. Everybody say James is lying is wild. Nobody had nothing against Chrisean. I love Chrisean. I love the ratchetness. I love the rowdiness. I love watching her on Zeus.
Now, it's a couple of things we need to address right here, right now. The first thing is, I see a lot of y'all ChriseanRock fans constantly making up new narratives. The new narrative to this story is, I don't believe Chrisean just hit him for no reason. James had to have done something to her. She would not haul off and hit him if he didn't do anything to her. Chrisean has went live and talked about this twice. And not one time did she ever say James did anything to her. Because y'all talking about ain't nobody saying what he did to her. Well, why won't she tell it? Because she out here telling him to show his face. Well, if he did something to her, why won't she say that? But you know why she not doing that? Because her story is she didn't do anything and nobody touched him. So now the people who supposed to be her fans, y'all admitting that she did hit him, but y'all think James did something to her first. Don't forget the person who y'all are being all fanatic for said she didn't do it. So that narrative don't work. Either she did it or she didn't. Just like the last narrative was, oh, okay, she might have hit him and it was an altercation, but Tamar invited her out to perform. So it's a clip floating around of Tamar telling her to get ready. I'm not going to play it because there's no need to play it. Tamar confirmed this just like the road manager confirmed it. Tamar asked Chrisean to come out for a twerk session. And I'm not going to go back and forth on whether that meant she wanted her to perform, but we've confirmed that Tamar asked her to come out, okay? But like I said in all of my videos about this, regardless of whether or not she was asked to come out there to perform and she didn't, that doesn't give her the right to put her hands on James. I don't know what's up with y'all, man. And this is and I'm gonna tell you what's the crazy part about this. Sometimes when artists go to other people's cities, they ask somebody for that city to come out. Chrisean and Tamar are both from Baltimore. Now Chrisean might be the more newer act who is from Baltimore. So it's cool to have a younger person from Baltimore come out to your Baltimore show when you already from there. But it was really no need for her to be there because usually it's somebody from that city is giving you a cosign to say, oh, the city rock with her. You know, I'm from here. I rock with her. So the audience should rock with her too. But that's not the case here because Tamar is from Baltimore too. So it leads me to believe that Tamar was asking her to be there for the love. And the last part, y'all have not seen, this is for all the Chrisean fans. I need to put this in y'all head. Every time somebody talk about this situation, even though they're saying that Chrisean did something to James, have you heard any of these people really drag Chrisean? The little Troy dude, he was getting spicy. He did call Chrisean ghetto, but I don't feel like he was on 10. I think he was more upset about what she did to James. But when Tamar talked about it, she still said she loved Chrisean and was glad she came out, and she felt bad for her. Just like this guy just said the same thing. I love the ratchetness. I love Chrisean. Miscommunication, blah, blah, blah. You don't really, I mean, even James himself, he's not dragging Chrisean. So I don't know why y'all keep trying to make everybody her enemy. If she did it, she made a choice to do that. And she's going to have to face those consequences. This ain't up to her fan base to go attacking Tamar Braxton and her team because of something that Chrisean might have done. True Hollywood stories. Make sure y'all like the video and subscribe. I will see y'all next time. Peace.